Greetings to everybody from the future who's tuning in for some more casual, hardcore Minecraft. Welcome to my journey towards the beginning. This is the Prologue World. A world before the beginning. We're still in the initialization phase of this channel. In which I'm trying to work towards having 100 days of hardcore Minecraft on record. That's going to be the beginning, the official beginning. And then it can actually celebrate a beginning. Right now, we're still before the beginning. And there isn't really any reason whatsoever why I feel so vexed on completing this challenge. There isn't really any rationality to it. It's just feelings. All right. I strongly advocate for going with your feelings. Just let your feelings guide you, and don't bother with reasons. Okay. That's one of the things I'm going to be advocating for once we reach the beginning, and I'll convert this channel to a philosophy channel. But until then, I'm not really going to get into that very much. I'm just going to sort of go with the flow and see where my feelings lead me, and hopefully not die again. I just recently started over. This is all I have so far. This is the beginning of a campsite, and you know what? I actually decided that I'm not particularly pleased with this. Okay, I mean, this isn't a bad campsite. The only problem is, from my last playthrough, from the Nameless World, in which I just recently died in, I discovered that I actually really enjoy making campsites underneath large natural trees. And there's no large natural trees over here. I mean, I can grow a tree to prop my bed against up here, but I would really much prefer to be under a big natural tree, which I don't really see many of this. I guess we're right there in the forest biome, like somewhere along there. There's bound to be one somewhere. But anyways, so I don't really like this location for my little starter camp, right? So I'm actually going to tear this down. I'm going to tear down the only thing that I built so far in this world. This is the only thing that I built so far. I'm just going to tear it down because I don't actually like it. I changed my mind. I also strongly advocate for being indecisive on this channel. I think that indecisiveness gets a bad rep, completely undeservedly, erroneously gets a bad rep. There's actually nothing wrong whatsoever with being indecisive. You should just if you change your mind about something, then you should just embrace that. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. In fact, now that you've spent a longer time thinking about whatever you just changed your mind on, well, now the quality of the outcome is going to improve. So you should always just go right ahead with changing your mind about things if you feel like it, and act as if there's just nothing wrong with that whatsoever, because there's really nothing wrong with that whatsoever, and I very strongly advocate for that. And now this world, currently, right now, it's in a state of what's the word? Darn it, getting the tip of the tongue all the time. Not prestige. Pristine. This is a pristine world, currently. In a state of pristineness. Is that a word? I'm not sure if that's actually a word. But, yeah, currently there's just nothing built in it whatsoever. I haven't done anything to this world except for filling in some little holes in the dirt, and I guess I broke down some of those dirt strips. You know, when there's little dirt strips, I like to just and then I fill in these holes, right, when I come across them, and then I like to shovel away the dirt strips. This one is kind of a big one, so I'm not going to bother with this one for now, but later on I'm probably going to shovel that one down. But I don't really consider that doesn't really change the world a whole lot. That really is just a slight, improvement, to the noise, I guess, of the procedural generation. So currently I chopped a couple of trees down, but see, that it's as if those trees just weren't even there. So you wouldn't really be able to tell that anything happened in this world so far. It's just in a state of pristineness. I know that's not a word. There's got to be a better word than that. I don't know my words very well. I'm a proudly ignorant person. I call myself proudly ignorant, and I kind of tried to explain that last episode. I didn't really do justice explaining it all the way. There's multiple reasons to that, okay? There's a lot to it. God damn it. I forgot to turn my phone onto airplane mode. I got somebody texted me. I'm not even going to look at that right now. I really want to focus on recording, creating a pristine record of my second episode in Primordial Prologue World. This is Prologue World. All right, what am I going to actually do? I'm already almost to the end of the day of the first of the 3 days. I'm doing this 3 days at a time, 3 days per episode. So the plan for today, I actually do have a plan. Okay, I've thought about what I'm doing next. One of the things I wanted to do next, that's the reason I was walking over in this direction. I was going to drop off those two blocks of wool that I have in my inventory. You know, I don't like them. I don't like them because I don't like having like single things, like one of things in my inventory, because they just feel like they're just taking up space in the inventory. So I don't really like those 2 blocks of wool that I currently have, the black and the dark gray wool. I don't really like them very much. I mean, I have nothing against those colors of wool. It's just that I only have one of them, and it's going to be like, you know, a really long time before I actually utilize them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw them into this very convenient pool of lava here. I really like having this pool of lava here because I can just throw things away into it. I'm pretty sure I have it. Nothing behind. All right, I'm pretty sure I have it set to the delete key. Let's see if that works. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There's that one, and there's that one. All right. And now, it's as if I never had those blocks of wool. Now my inventory feels pristine. Very nice, very nice. I'm very happy with that. So, really, like, the only thing that happened in this world so far that I'm not completely satisfied with is that those wolves, I should be calling them wolves. They're not really dogs. They are wolves, even though they look like dogs now. The wolves over here by this forest, I think they're rusty wolves. I looked up the different wolf types. There's like 9 wolf types now. Different colors of wolves. These guys, I think these are the rusty wolves. I think, but yeah, you guys are bad. You guys are bad dogs, bad wolves. They ate all of the sheep in the area immediately when I joined the world, and that was really sad because I really like the sheep. The sheep are my favorite. I'm sorry, cows, you are not my favorite. My favorite mobs in this game are the sheep. So, and the wolves just immediately ate them. They didn't even eat them. They left the meat. They left me the meat. I have 8 raw mutton now, and I got the white wool. I mean, I was going to kill the white sheep anyways, but I was going to leave the black one and the dark gray one alone, and you guys killed them. But that's all right. I can't really be mad at them about that because it's just their nature. You know, they don't know what they're doing. They like eating sheep, so they're just exercising their nature, just staying true to their nature. That's all they're doing. So I can't be mad at them. All right, and I'm not going to kill them in revenge or anything like that. Although that thought has crossed my mind, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave them alone. And eventually, I'll get bones, and then I'll tame them, and we'll become friends. And then they'll help me kill skeletons and stuff. All right. Well, that was the first day. I really like it when I just get absolutely nothing done in a day. I just wander around. Those are the best days. That's the best way to spend your time in your Minecraft world. Just wander around and don't do anything, and just enjoy the atmosphere, and think about stuff. And currently, I'm thinking out loud. But this isn't very far from the way that I play this game when I'm not recording it. You know, I made a big deal in the last series, in the Nameless World series, about how I failed to capture the authentic experience. Because technically speaking, it's not really, the act of recording, it changes the experience, and that makes it not so authentic anymore. But actually, it's not a very big difference. I play very similarly to the way I play when I'm not recording it. It's just that I'm thinking out loud. I tell you guys the things that I'm thinking about. And I also try to think off camera more, but then I end up talking more on camera, so it kind of balances out. So the pace of this is still extremely slow. This is the slowest playthrough you've ever seen in terms of actual objectives. I just don't care how gradually I work towards my objectives. Speaking of objectives, I still haven't explained to you what I actually want to do in this episode, but I'm pretty sure I am going to actually get there. So in this episode, I'm walking up towards this mountain. I really wanted a good shot of the mountain from out here. I totally forgot to do that, so I'm going to come back out here one more time just to get a good shot of the look at the mountain. I can't. It's not a good shot. It's not far enough away, and I don't want to walk all the way out back there just to get a. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just not gonna. I didn't get a good shot of the mountain. Oh well. I kind of wanted one for the thumbnail, but that's fine. I'll get a shot from the top of the mountain for the thumbnail. That'll work. That'll still be fine. So this mountain over here, this is actually very serendipitous, very fortunate. I'm very happy to have this mountain. It's actually pretty freaking cool that I got a world randomly, very randomly, on first attempt. First attempt, because the best way to generate a random world is to roll with whichever one the universe grants you on first attempt. You don't re-roll for worlds. That's bad luck, bad omen, bad luck. Just don't do that. Just appreciate whatever the spirit of Minecraft grants you. Just go with that. Appreciate the world that you spawn in on first attempt. You get one. You're allowed one reroll per day, one world per day. All right. If you don't like that world, you have to wait until the next day to reroll. But this world is just phenomenal. This mountain, it's actually very rare. Okay, and I found out about this the hard way. It's very rare to spawn next to a tall, stony mountain. This mountain is very tall. I'm pretty sure it actually does pierce the clouds. I think it actually does pierce the clouds. I was watching through the recording of the first episode, and I think I actually saw some clouds moving through some stone at the top there. So I think it actually does pierce the clouds, and I imagine it probably has calcite on top. So we're next to a calcite mountain, a stony calcite mountain, which is really rare. You know, I was very bummed out after I deleted the Mundane World 2. Remember that? Those of you who have been watching this from a long time ago, which is very few of you, probably one or two people, maybe, possibly. Probably not. There's probably nobody that knows what I'm talking about at all. But I had a world that I was calling Mundane World, and I actually went through multiple Mundane Worlds. I had 4 Mundane Worlds, in fact, until I switched over to a non-mundane, to the Nameless World. It was my 5th attempt. Oh my God! Wow! My goodness! Look at that. Oh, that is a very good omen. This is a very good omen. I'm very, very pleased now with this world. I feel like the universe has just been so generous towards me. This is very generous of the spirit of Minecraft. I think the spirit of Minecraft has vouched for this playthrough. I feel endorsed by the spirit of Minecraft with this amazing. There's the calcite. It's a calcite stony mountain, and it pierces the clouds. It pierces the clouds. This is phenomenal. I am very happy with this. This is very good. So I'm gonna collect a bunch of iron up here. First of all, I mean, spawning next to a stony mountain, or even a non-stony mountain, like a snowy mountain too, there's just gonna be lots of iron. Like, your iron situation is just the problem solved. You're not gonna have any problems whatsoever getting your iron. You should just get your armor first thing in the game. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Oh, there's calcite right here too. Look at that calcite. Wow, I love the calcite. Ouch. Yeah, be careful jumping around the mountains. You might hurt yourself a little bit. Let's see if can I eat an apple yet? Yes, I can. It was the first apple I ate in this game. There's lots of iron. Wow. Well, this just makes up for everything. I'm so glad now that I just kept going. I respawned. I decided I'm not giving up. I'm just gonna give it another shot, and then I'm bracing for myself for potentially losing this world and having to start over again with Prologue World number 2. I'm probably not changing the name this time. I'm going to just roll with Prologue World. I don't know how many there will be, but potentially this will be the only one necessary, because potentially I'm actually going to make it to day 100 in this world. All right, we're on day 2. I need to be cautious of my time. We're on halfway through day 2. We're about halfway through the episode now. But, wow, I just really wanted to come up here to the mountain and check this out. Oh yeah, I need to get myself some iron. And first I'm going to need to get myself some cobble too, because of course I'm still working with stone, with wooden tools for the time being. I still have wooden tools. So this is my wooden pickaxe in action currently. So I need some cobble to make a stone pickaxe, so that then I can pick some iron with that pickaxe. There's a pickaxe and then there's a chop axe. I'm currently using the pickaxe. Alright, I think this should be enough for now. But yeah, I gotta be ultra cautious now. I really don't want to start over again. I mean, I will if it takes, for irrational reasons. I feel very vexed. I feel like this is just what I have to do for some reason. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me either. But I really feel like I have to have 100 days of hardcore Minecraft on record before I move forward with philosophizing about stuff. I really want to actually talk about things. There's a lot of things I want to talk about, and that's really where this channel is headed. I really want to sort of establish myself as a hardcore Minecraft player, as like, this is going to be like the platform in which I get to then talk to you guys about philosophical stuff, right? And I know this has been the plan from the first world. I mean, it's very unfortunate that I haven't gotten there yet, and this is like my 57th, 58th video or so that I've recorded so far. So I've been very, I haven't seen much success yet with this valiant effort, but I'm getting there, and I do believe that, if I just keep trying, I will get there. I will eventually succeed, because that's what happens if you keep trying. You will eventually succeed. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and I need to build a crafting table now, somewhere. I already have a crafting table, actually. I just need to place it down somewhere. I need to figure out where I want to place my first crafting table on top of this mountain. I'm not gonna, wherever I place it, I'm not gonna like the location of where I place it, because it's gonna feel not quite right to me. So I'm just gonna place it here, just to make my pick, just to make my stone pick. I'm gonna place it right here. Like, I'll just make all of the stone tools now, because I'm not gonna need any of these wooden tools anymore. I'm gonna make all of the stone tools that I need now, or as many as I can with the sticks that I currently have available to me. And then I like to have another chop axe on one, and I like to have a stone axe as well to help me with the canopy. And that's all the sticks that I have so far. I could. Wow, it goes really, really far up through the clouds there. This is such a nice mountain. I am so thrilled about this seed, guys. And it was completely random, a completely random first of the day seed. This is 1 in thousands. Okay, I found out the freaking hard way, all right, that it's actually very rare to get this kind of seed randomly. Because after Mundane World 2, which I quit from, I quit from very angrily. I was a rage quit from Mundane World 2. I just want an extra set of tools. I rage quit from Mundane World 2 because I really didn't like how Episode 3 turned out. I didn't even die in it. I just really didn't like how the Episode 3 came out. I didn't like how, I started with a build that was too big, essentially, and I had to undo a lot of things. I had to break a whole bunch of things down that I already built, and I don't like having that on record. I ended up having to think a lot on camera. I don't like that. So there was just a lot that I didn't like about it. I just didn't. It was so bad that I didn't want to publish it, and then I was just so mad at that world that I deleted the world. So I can't even come back to it. And then after I deleted the world, I really regretted it, because I at least wanted to retain the seed from it, because it was such a wonderful seed. The gods of Minecraft, the spirit of Minecraft was so extremely generous to me, because it also granted me one of these. It was one of these in that seed, in that world, in Mundane World 2. I spawned right next to a calcite mountain, and I couldn't appreciate it enough to just keep playing, which is what I should have done. I really regret having deleted that world and then moved on to Mundane World 3, in which I also died. In Mundane World 3, it was cursed from the start, because it was not a random seed. After deleting Mundane World 2, I spent a lot of time on the one website in which you can cheat and look at the seeds. And I forget what it's called. Chunk base? No, I don't think that's right. I don't remember what it's called. But there's a website where you can look at preview seeds and just have it, just look at whatever seed you want. And you can sort of use it to hunt seeds, right? So I hunted for another seed, trying to find another seed that's close to a calcite mountain. And I went through like hundreds, if not thousands. I seed hunted through the night until like midnight, and like the last until finally I found one that was like at least close to a calcite-bearing. It still wasn't even like right next to the spawn like this one is. It wasn't even next to spawn. So I found one right until as I was just about to give up. I found one finally, and that was the world for Mundane World 3. Which was, it was a really nice seed, except that it was artificially found. You know, I had to look for it. I had to re-roll for it lots and lots of times. For a whole day, essentially. And that's how I learned the hard way to really appreciate what the spirit of Minecraft grants you in these random, completely random worlds like this. This is amazing. I feel so blessed by the spirit of Minecraft. Right, like this is just. I feel like this world is definitely gonna work out now. I feel like I have been. This is a mystical. This is a sign. Okay, this world is now mystically significant to me, because this is a sign. This is just way too lucky of a start. It's extremely lucky to spawn next to one of these. And yeah, you also get lots of free iron that you can just very easily, casually pick up without having to do anything dangerous at all. So it's a very nice start. So I'm gonna be, you know, I'm not gonna have to worry. I'm not gonna have to go into caves to get my first iron for my iron suit of iron armor. I'm not gonna have to even go into the caves yet for that. You know, I'll go into the caves all prepared, already with a suit of iron armor. So that really that makes it very, you know, much safer than I can just skip that very dangerous step, and that's very nice. And of course, you could just build a mine shaft, you know, just a shaft that goes straight down to like the iron level, and then you can that's also a way to completely avoid danger. But I really don't like mine shafts. I really don't like mine shafts. In Mundane World 4, that's what I did. I built a mine shaft, and then I really regretted it because it's just such an eyesore. You don't actually see it, right? It goes into the ground, but I know that it's there, and I don't. That alone makes me not like it. It's just aesthetically, I really don't like them. I really don't like mine shafts. I much prefer exploring naturally generated caves and sort of trying to live with the natural generation. So sort of, I like to make my structures fit in with the natural generation. I like to make them be sort of a complement to the procedural generation of the world. God, I'm so happy with this mountain. Oh yeah, and I've come up with a name for this mountain. This mountain, I'm going to call it Mount Patience. Mount Patience, because that's what I need right now. I really need some patience, because I feel after losing my last world, the Nameless World, which I was very happy with it. It was also a completely random seed. I mean, I didn't. You didn't get to see that. Like in the first episode of this one, I actually recorded that, where I showed you that it was a completely random scene. In my last playthrough, I couldn't do that because I had to make a take two, right? I didn't like my first take, and I wanted to re-record it, but I really liked the seed, so I had to manually type in the seed. But it was a completely random seed. It's just that I couldn't demonstrate that to you because I had to make a second take. I didn't like how the first recording went. But this one, you know, but it was nevertheless, it was a completely random seed. So I felt I was very discouraged from having lost Nameless World. Although I haven't lost it, I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to come back to it once I finally achieve my goal of making it to the beginning with this world. Once I'm going to end up with I want a full stack of iron. And I'm pretty sure I'll have that from just walking around and picking up all of this iron over here, all of this surface iron. So I was very discouraged after having gotten slain by an Enderman in my previous attempt, because I was really happy with where that world was going. I was really happy with my dirt house. And again, I'm going to come back to that world, but not until after I have the first 100 days on record in another hardcore mode, in a real hardcore mode world. Because if I go back to it, it's not going to be real hardcore anymore. It's going to be reincarnated Second Life hardcore, which is fine. That still has significance. You know, I still feel like it's still pretty hardcore to, you know, even though it's your second life. And then I think it's okay to even go for a third life, even if you die a second time. It's okay. But I'm not gonna do that just yet. And that's kind of the plan for the other worlds too. For the Mundane World 1, which I was also very fond of, and Mundane World 3, which I was also very fond of. I do intend to return to those worlds and keep playing them, because as a second life, you know, as a reincarnated hardcore mode. But I'm not going to do that yet, because I want to actually get to day 100 in real hardcore, which is why I decided to go ahead and start over, start a new world. And that's this world. That's going to be this world. The Prologue World. Full of iron, which I'm going to have full stack of iron on freaking episode 2. In Mundane World 4, I got diamonds on episode 2. Although I used to make episodes 5 Minecraft days each. Now I kind of like to make them 3 Minecraft days each. I think that feels that it. I like that it's a little shorter, and I think that's probably more easier to stomach, I guess, easier to consume, I guess, for your typical YouTuber. But I guess I'm not really catering to the typical YouTube, you know, consumer, I guess, the YouTube watcher, because I'm trying to be anti-sensationalist. But nevertheless, I did cave into making shorter episodes. I did kind of cave into making shorter, longer than half hour. They're like 35 minutes. Do I have a full stack? I still don't have a full stack. I would like a full stack, but it's almost the end of the day. It's almost the end of the day 3. So I think I'm done. I think I'm done with the iron for now. There's a little bit more up there. And I guess that's it. I guess I'm not really going to build anything at all in this episode, because it's almost the end of the episode. But I'm happy with all of the things that I said. I'm really happy with how this episode turned out. I managed not to die so far. It is raining. I am getting wet, and I don't like getting wet with Minecraft, but that's okay. That's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. There's a little cave over there. I'm going to sleep in that bed, in that cave. Just going to camp out on top of the mountain for today, because this is where I'm going to have to end the episode. I don't know if I have enough time left in the day to go all the way back down there to the starting area. I do think that's a pretty good, you know, area to start off at. I guess over here though, I mean, there's got this little valley that's surrounded by the it's like a caldera, a calcite mountain, the Mount Patience caldera. Look at that. This is a great shot, by the way. I'm gonna have plenty of good thumbnail shots from before it rained, you know, just from looking at this mountain. I did make sure to take a good look at it, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think I got my thumbnail shot all figured out. Is there any more iron that I can collect before I go to sleep? I guess I can save that. You know, I guess I can keep. There's some iron there. I guess I can keep mining for more iron next episode, right? Because I do kind of want a full stack. I want enough iron for a full set of armor and an anvil. So you're gonna need an anvil eventually. Especially now that especially since there's nothing dangerous over here, right? No, nothing dangerous. We're good. Especially since I don't see any taiga around me, so we don't have access to a taiga village the same way that we did in my previous run. The Nameless World very generously spawned me next to a taiga village, and the taiga villagers sell you blast protection enchantments. And since I don't have access to that here, I mean, you can just wander around until you find a taiga village, I guess. But I think since I don't like to explore unless I have to in Minecraft. Not unless I have to, unless I actually get that far into the game. Like I like to take the exploration very, very gradually. So because I don't like the game loading in chunks that I'm not going to use. Essentially, that's the reason. Which is probably a very silly reason, but that's why I will like that. All right, it is the end of the day. I really need to place a bed down and go to sleep. I'm almost to a full stack. I think I can sleep right here is a good spot. This is all right. Where I'm not going to get rained on over here. Just gonna go ahead and sleep in this little cave, this mountain cave. I just want to carve out a flat space for myself over here. There we go. Now we're in a good spot to set up a bed down. I have lots of cobblestone too. I'm so happy with how this is going so far. All right, guys. Well, here, let me sleep, and then I'll end the episode. So yeah. Still haven't built anything in this world. It's still quite pristine, but I'm very close to having a full stack of iron now. Next episode, I'll get back right where I left. Right where I left, and there's some iron right there. Like, I'm so close to it. I just want to complete what I'm doing. I just want to finish what I'm doing. That's all right. My next episode can be a little shorter to make up for this one. I'm gonna finish what I'm doing. It's still not a full stack. Some more right here. So we're just so close. Now I don't think I'm gonna start building. I'm not gonna like set up my initial build on top of the mountain. Oh, I missed one. Look at that. I'm not gonna because mountains are actually pretty dangerous. Well, I mean, they're safe in the sense that there's nothing above you, so you're safe from things dropping down on you from the top. But then anywhere you go down the mountain, like you're not safe from things spawning around you that you can't see because they're like up underneath a ledge, and so you can't see them, and then they might crawl up on you from the bottom, and you might not realize, you might not notice it. So it's that's kind of dangerous. So you end up kind of having to light up the entire mountain essentially to do mountain builds. Same with like building in one of these openings, these little cave openings. It's actually not that great of an idea because things will spawn above you and drop down on you. So really, like a flat area like that is just excellent for your first build. But I'm not going to get into that right now. I need to end the episode now. I'm still like 3 iron. I'm still like 3 iron away from getting a full stack. But I just feel like I'm kind of getting ahead of myself now. I should just save the. I'm gonna come back to this. So I don't see one. I'm gonna have to look around a little harder to find one more vein of iron until I. Isn't there one more vein anywhere? Come on, world. I don't think so. Oh, there it is. There we go. I found it, guys. All right, I can do this. One more vein. Oh, and I even have to pickaxe some coal. Next to it. I guess I'll collect this coal. Sure. Good coal. 63. Are you kidding me? We're short by 1. All right, that's fine. That's okay. We're short by 1. And I even got some coal. I typically don't like to. Oh, there it is. There's that 1. It's more than 1. All right, now we have more than a full stack. All right. Now I have more than a full stack of iron. Yeah, I don't like to. I typically don't. All right, I think that's the game world telling us that it's time to end the episode. Am I just gonna end it right here? I ran out of picks. God damn it, guys! God damn it! Bear with me just a little bit more. I swear, this is gonna be over very shortly. I just really wanted a full stack, and now I have to collect a little bit more because it's right next to me. I typically don't like to mine for coal because coal is I don't think you can recreate it. Like it's not an unlimited resource like trees are. Trees are an unlimited resource. Coal, I like to sort of preserve it until I get a Fortune 3 pick, and then I can get more coal out of a coal vein, and then I like to fantasize that eventually I'm going to convert the coal into coal blocks of coal, and then I can build like a little house out of blocks of coal, and it'll be hilarious. Right, so that's the reason I typically don't mine for coal. I like to just make charcoal out of the trees. All right, well that is it, and I'm just gonna go back to the top of the mountain and end the episode on top of the mountain. That's it. I've gathered a lot of iron. That's that's just on this side of the mountain. There's lots more iron on the other side of the mountain. There's still so much iron on this mountain. That's how it typically is for this lucky of a spawn. This is just unbelievable. I love this. This is gonna be the view that I'm gonna end this episode with. And it's already half the day through. That's fine. Next episode is going to be a little shorter. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for bearing with me, and please let me know, what you think so far. If you've gotten this far, you're probably most likely the only person that's currently watching. So I'd really appreciate it if you say something. That'd be cool. All right. So that's all. That's all I got for now. Thanks again for watching, and Shadowlay, my fellas. Shadowlay.